Hello, I'm Tobias from All Unknown Games, and in this video I'm going to show you how to play my game Hidden Ark. In Hidden Ark, the players are science teams dedicated to save endangered fish. Throughout the game you will increase your research abilities, build rescue vessels and science stations, look for funding, upgrade your player board and send out your rescue vessels to perform rescue operations. The most successful player will win the game. Hidden Ark is for 1 to 4 players, playtime is about 90 minutes, and it also includes rules for solo and cooperative play. In this video, we will show you the standard competitive mode. Okay, so let's check out the setup for the game. Start by deciding which side of the game board to use. The game board is double-sided with a traditional Mercator projection on one side and the Pierce Queen Conchal projection on the other side. The Pierce Queen Conchal plays a little bit faster with shorter distances to the fish, while the Mercator projection we see here starts out a little bit slower and is probably a bit more familiar. You will then shuffle the fish species tiles in separate stacks by the different colored backs and place them face down next to the game board. Draw and place face up fish species tiles from the stacks and place them on the matching colored tile spaces on the game board. Then we're going to place victory point tokens on the circular spaces on the game board's C areas. After that, we'll shuffle all the opportunity tokens to create an opportunity pool by placing them face down or in an opaque container next to the game board. In this video, we're using the token bag from the deluxe edition of the game. Randomly draw 4 opportunity tokens from the opportunity pool and flip them face up. Then we're going to randomly place opportunity tokens from the opportunity pool face up on each location space, the circles on land areas on the game board. We will also place all the award tokens next to the board, and if playing with 2 players like in this video, use the side with a 2-player symbol. Finally, give each player a player board, 4 rescue vessels, 4 science stations and 7 cubes of a color of their choice, and place them like this. Make sure to also place 1 cube on the score track for keeping track of victory points, and keep 1 science station and 1 rescue vessel next to the player board for now. Randomly determine a first player, and in reverse clockwise turn order, each player will place their put aside science station and rescue vessel on an available location space, receiving the opportunity token. Okay, so we're now ready to learn the rules. Starting with the first player and proceeding in clockwise turn order, each player will take turns performing the following 2 steps. The first step is called Opportunity, and the player will draw an opportunity token and add it to the opportunity pool, so there are a total of 5 face-up tokens. The player will then either take 1 face-up token or draw a token from the bag and return a face-up token. Opportunity tokens will give players resources, funding, upgrades, and additional movement and actions. Instant opportunities with a little flash symbol are always received immediately by increasing the resource tracks on your player board. One-time opportunities and upgrades are saved to be used at any time during your turn. The second and final step of a turn is called Action. The player decides which action row to use on their player board by placing their action cube in an action slot. On your first turn, all action slots are available to use, but for upcoming turns you have to use a different action slot from your previous turn, unless you pay a dedication cost of any 2 resources. After choosing an action row, you receive any bonuses from upgrades you might have in the chosen action row, even if they are installed the same turn, and you will of course also get to perform the row's action in any order of your choice. The different actions works in the following ways. When performing a research action, you'll advance any 3 science resources on the tracks of your player board. You may advance the same resource 3 spaces or divide it among the other tracks. When performing the upgrade action, you'll be able to use your upgrade tokens to upgrade your player board. The first upgrade is free and you can place it in any available upgrade slot, but you may also install additional upgrades by paying the listed cost below the upgrade slots, if any. When taking the operation action, you get to move your rescue vessels and rescue one fish species tile. The movement you have available to use is 1 plus the number of rescue vessels you have on the game board. You move orthogonally adjacent square sea spaces equal to that amount. So in this case, I would be able to move 2 spaces as I only have 1 rescue vessel on the game board. You can always spend any 2 resources to extend your movement by 1 space, how many times you like. Likewise, you can always convert any 2 resources into a resource of your choice. When moving upon spaces with victory point tokens, you immediately receive them. To rescue a fish, your rescue vessel has to be positioned on a fish species tile and you have to fulfill all requirements of the tile. In this case, I have to own 2 rescue vessels and spend 1 chemical ecology, 6 marine biology and 1 technology research. If you are able to fulfill all requirements, you may claim the tile, which will give you victory points as well as a permanent discount bonus of the depicted resource when saving other fish. Finally, when performing the build action, you may build a science station or rescue vessel by paying the cost listed below the component on the player board. If you build a science station, you place it on any empty circular location space on the game board and take the opportunity token on the space. If you instead build a rescue vessel, you will place it on a location space including one of your science stations. For each rescue vessel you build, you increase your movement by 1 when taking the operation action. Players will continue taking turns until there's only 4 fish species tiles left on the game board. 5 if playing with 3 players, 6 if playing 2, and 7 if playing solo. This triggers the refill and you will immediately draw and place opportunity tokens on fish species tiles that's left on the game board. Players will receive the tokens when they rescue the tile as an encouragement bonus. You will then refill the empty tile spaces with new fish species tiles with same colored backs and remove and replace the face-up opportunity tokens with new ones. The refill happens twice. The third time it occurs, it instead triggers the end game. Continue playing until it's the first player's turn, then play 1 final round so all players get an equal amount of turns. Okay, so how do you win? Let's have a look at how the end game scoring works. The player with the most victory points from the following wins the game. You'll get 3 victory points for each of your built rescue vessels and 5 victory points for each of your built science stations. You will get victory points for your fish species tiles. You will get victory points for your victory point tokens. You will get 1 victory point for every 4 resources you have left. You would get victory points for award tokens. The player with the most fish species tiles of each matching color and type receives the highest value. So that's how you play Hidden Ark. But please check out the linked rules as well for further explanation and clarifications. Thanks for watching.